la la, you're very welcome back to the final part of tonight's show, where Erica Drum is creating Christmas dinner Dustin the turkey would approve of.
Yeah.
Because there's no turkey in it.
Yeah, Dustin would be happy here with me.
Vegetarian. So we're having a nut loaf, is it?
We're having a nut loaf. I think it's a kind of American thing, is it? Nut loaf. It's got vegetables in it as well.
It is, yeah.
But it's really it's super tasty. And to be honest, it doesn't have to be just for Christmas Day. It doesn't have to be just for the main course. It could be done as little canapes as a side, or it could also be done as burgers, nearly, this whole mixture. So we're starting with frying onions.
It's an alternative to meatloaf, really, then, is it, rather than an alternative to turkey or that kind of thing? Is it?
And I think sometimes, sadly, vegetarians on Christmas Day. Now, I will eat a bit of meat myself, but I do like to encourage, the vegetarians to get a little something special, because usually they're just given the sides, which is fine. And I'm sure they love
With the sides, you mean like the veggies in the
Yeah, and then that's their dinner, So just to give something a little bit more special, I suppose, for them is to make this. And the best thing about it, obviously we're still a few days away, is that it freezes really easily and can be just taken out of the oven and sliced up and baked in the oven to finish off. So,
good.
A little bit of onion first, then, is it?
Onion first with some a little bit of oil there, and then I'm putting in carrots. So I've just grated those because I find grating carrot very easy. Don't we all? Instead of chopping, and it's going to help kind of bind everything together. And then celery. So those three famous.
Why did you do the celery so tiny?
Well, I did spend time chopping that tiny.
That's perfect.
Because nothing's going to get blended. This is all going to go into the loaf. So you don't want big chunks of celery, really,
Ray, I love how you danced up your outfit there in the ad break.
Did you like it? It was one of the tips on the expose back in the day.
We contributed so much.
Accessorise. You got to learn to accessorise.
Just brings you from day to night straight away.
It really, just it accentuates my hips.
What everyone wants.
Absolutely. Do you know what? You're welcome.
I want to make sure
I know that's a roundabout way of saying thanks, but you're welcome. So you just frying up.
It's fabulous, Sonia. It's fabulous.
Thanks, but I wasn't fishing. I already know.
But I could tell you were a little bit sad that you felt a bit left out. That we were, all
that's my little bit of glitter now.
Yeah.
On it. I'll wear something Christmassy tomorrow.
Will you?
I've got Christmas jumpers and stuff, so. I've got a miserable Christmas shirt, actually, that I'll show you tomorrow. I'll show you tomorrow.
Like Scrooge on it or something.
You're frying up anyway.
So frying up, you can smell. It smells amazing. Don't forget your salt and pepper always, a bit of seasoning. Then we're going to go in with loads of garlic.
Beautiful.
So obviously there's a bit more work. I have done loads. That's 4 big cloves. I'm using a thing called miso paste. So this is made from soybean paste. We've talked about it on the show a few times. If there are people that don't know it, you can get it in most major supermarkets at the moment. But it's also sold in Asian supermarkets, and it's a fermented soybean paste.
Yeah.
But soy sauce is also a fermented soya, liquid. So you could use that either.
That's for flavour? What's it? Just saltiness, or what is it?
Yeah, umami-ish, really. So saltiness. It's got kind of earthy flavour, I suppose. It just adds an extra kind of...
Could you use soy sauce if you wanted to?
100%.
Okay.
100%. I put it in there just to give us some more flavour to accentuate these vegetables. Then we're doing a bit of tomato puree. Okay, that's my oven ready. And
that veggie base, I presume, is a base for a lot of recipes in vegetarian cooking.
So many things.
The carrot, the onion and the celery.
Yeah. Well, it's actually for loads of meat-based dishes as well, isn't it? But you could use this for like bean kind of burgers like we were talking about earlier, or this kind of set, where something set in a loaf.
What's this? Is it chili, is it?
If you want to put a bit of heat. Now, be careful, of course, if you're serving loads of people. Not everybody's going to love loads of chili.
Or kids as well can get fussy as well.
Kids can get fussy if there's veggie kids, This is just something that can be tasty for everybody. It doesn't have to be just for the vegetarian at the table. But it's also just a little bit special instead of the sides, like I said. Okay, so that is one component. I'm going to turn him off, bring him right down. And then another component is sweet potato. So I've thrown the sweet potato in the oven like that. Nothing else. This is the best way to make mashed sweet potato.
Not peeled or anything?
Not peeled, no stabbing it, no oil, no nothing. You literally it comes out of its skin, just literally falls out.
This is like previously done, or this is leftover?
Yeah, so I roasted this for 45 minutes. Yeah, you could use leftovers, I suppose, as well. Yeah, of course, brilliant. He's getting it.
There's
Sustainability.
not many
Love
there's
it.
not many leftover sweet potatoes in our house, in fairness. But
Why do you love them?
what?
Do you love sweet potatoes?
They're not
cooked in the
cooked.
first place.
They're not cooked in the first place. So look how easy.
Yeah, we love them so much. There's never any left behind.
Your kids don't love them because they're sweet. They actually are sweet.
Yeah, you're right. You're dead right.
You're dead right. You should try them. But look how easy that's done.
Yeah,
That's
that's
literally
very
there in the oven.
This is your loaf now. You're going to be
This
binding
is all, everything's going to get binded,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So I'm using 2 eggs, so it's not vegan, obviously, with 2 eggs, but there's a thing called ground flax that you can do
Okay.
to create the binding agent, or you could use chia seeds. That's for anybody who wants to make it for vegans.
Beat that a little bit.
That's all coming together. Then another little binder there is oats.
I was wondering, this is porridge, like, is it?
Porridge.
Breakfast and dinner, right?
Yeah,
Just eating and drinking and that's not loaf.
And in we're going to go with our veggie here beside me. So that's going all in there. This is really straightforward.
Like 2 minutes left there.
Okay. And then the last thing to go in, I'll just dump in there, are our nuts.
Oh, the actual nuts, of
The
course.
actual
So to get back to you, I would say pistachio, cashew,
Cost just top 3 nuts, go.
These ones.
pistachio, cashew, and peanut. Just a classic fire
Cashew.
roasted them. How about you?
Tommy Bow, Alan Hughes, and Simon Delaney. They're nuts. They're crazy.
They are nuts, it's true. That's
Sorry, so
brilliant,
what type
guys.
of nuts have you
Okay, so I
roasted
got
up?
cashew nuts in
Oh,
here. I did
lovely.
one. There's almonds and I've got walnuts, but honestly, you could use whatever you like. Right, so you're beating that together. Last thing that's going in is some lovely fresh parsley if you have it, and just kind of bind it quite well so that everything gets mixed. And then you're going to find yourself a loaf tin, or even like a round cake tin would work.
Okay.
But I'm just
I
using
see.
this, you know,
This is
like
your
for,
brown bread
for
loaf
baking
thing,
your
yeah?
bread, exactly. I have used that as well, which is a tureen. He's going to go 90 now. And you just get it all in there. You have to make sure you squish it down. But the egg inside there is going to help
Pack
it
it in, yeah.
bind. Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, stuff it right in. And that goes in the oven for quite a while. So about
30
40
seconds
about
now
done.
if you want to give us a
Okay,
look at
we'll
the
get
Putting you under pressure now.
final.
into the oven for 35 minutes.
The big reveal.
And then take off the top.
So into the oven, what, 180 for 25?
About 200 for 35 minutes. All of it will be
235.
online, yes.
Okay.
So here's the reveal of the
very
main
nice.
one.
Ah, it's in slices of meatloaf style,
I have
yeah.
sliced it just to show you, but this is the one I made earlier, and you can see on the inside.
Ah.
So you get nice charred outside, which gives you flavour, and then the nuts are toasty. And we're going
It
to
all
serve it
comes
up.
together.
There you go.
very
Very nice. Nice.
And I've got
How
a little
festive.
vegan gravy
Very
as well.
nice. Oh,
for you.
vegan gravy.
Yes. It's delicious.
Excellent. While you're doing that,
Yeah.
that is all we have time for on tonight's show. Massive thank you to all of our guests and to Erica for this nut loaf. We are back in your box tomorrow with singer Don Mescal.